talking and Big said, why you don't take the property from me and go and do business? I said to him, say, look, I don't interested in that because that place is going to take a lot of money to fix it up. Because I can't tell the place it's going to take me about $5 million at least to refurbish it. And I don't interested in that because you have to have a business plan and where you do your spreadsheet, your breakdown costs, your cash flow, and so forth. Anyway, what are you talking on? You say, yeah, man, take it, man, I'm soon dead, because me have sugar. And my sugar is very bad for me. So, you say I have two little kids, one little girl and one little boy, that he had get with one girl from his husband, the girl die. So I might take care of the two little kids. And they small now, so and him soon dead, so why would not take the place and we just lease and see over the property? So Joan in I now to take the place. And I said, no, I'm not taking it. So Joan said to me, say, yeah, I'm going to take it, man. I said, no. Anyway, we were there and Joan now start questioning the little girl named Nadia, which she was around 15 or 14 year old at the time. So Joan said to her, I said, what's your name? And she tell her name. Which school you go to? And the girl tell her, um, that man is what to you, that's Biggs. She says, our uncle. So John said, yeah. So Joan now started to say, so the next one is what to you? She says, our sister. And the next one is what? So I don't remember what she said to her about the next one. So she said, you're not going to school? And she says, yes. And John said, but to that Sunday, so well, you should don't know I try to arrange your school clothes to go back to school. So the girl said when she go home, she will do those things. Anyway, Joan started said she don't believe that Biggs is the girl uncle. And Biggs are there with the little girl. That's Ronald Williams O.C. Biggs. So Joan said, I have little kids, small kids too, so I know when man are there with them. And me have my little daughter, so I have to talk. So I said to Jones, I said, Joan, leave people business alone. Oh, you know, so the pitney not to call the man uncle. Or you know, so the man are there with the pitney. She started to say yes. So I said to Mr. Jimmy, so Mr. Jimmy, you ready? Because I don't want to get mixed up in a nobody thing. So let we leave. Mr. Jimmy smiled and said, come, we're ready. Anyway, we walk out of the yard and we reach up on the road. Out there, waiting on the vehicle, we see Daidu and the smallest one and brown man come up. And they was walking to Hector's River. And the way to Hector's River, we were standing there same way. So we're standing there and we can't see the vehicle come. So I'm sorry, I could go back to Hector's River and say we get a vehicle. So and we're way back to Hector's River now. By the time we go over the bridge at the border, we see a hearse was coming. So I stopped the hearse and then the driver stopped. And he said to me, I said, where are you going, Mr. St. Thomas? And he said, so I said, Butty, and he said, no, Butty, Williams. So he said to me, I said, I can't count you, you know. I said, yeah. And he said, but I'm in the back when I go at the hearse. So I said, no, sir, I'm not going on the back on the hearse. So I said, I'm not going on. He said, all right. We soon get vehicle, man, and then drive off. And we walk some more, go up to under the rock. When we look, we saw a car was coming, and we stopped the car, and we go in the car, and the car take we to Golden Grove. And we take a car from Golden Grove to Martin Bay, and we take something from Martin Bay to Kingston. Anyway, Joan, it happened as Joan went back to Florida. When she went back to Florida, I called her and I said to her, I said, Joan, I am going to pay Biggs for the place because, as soon time to sort out things for the show and to apply for sponsor a for Corporate Jamaica, which I should start the application for a long time because, you have to notify them 6 months before. Anyway, John said to me, said, where are you going to do? I said, I'll call Biggs and tell him to meet me in Mark Bay so he can pick up the money. So John said to me, said, okay. I called Biggs and I tell him to meet me in Mark Bay. When Biggs meet me in Mark Bay, right in front of the market. And I gave Biggs the money. Biggs was there with the same little girl named Nadia was in the front of the van, and I think Dido was in the back, and the next little sister was there. Anyway, Biggs said, "Well, man, you not take the place on me." I said, "Mr. Biggs, I don't have no business plan for that place, and I don't want to take it and then me lose and then me I go sorry or people go say boy or people will be on me and that I not go so because that place will take a lot of money to fix it up." He said to me saying we help you fix it up. So him said to me said to him I'll call John and find out from John. And before I say I'll call John, he said John call him. So John will wait for me for decide. So anyway, I took up my phone and I called Joan. And I said, Joan, may just give me some big money. And she said to me, so I'm going to take the place now? I said, no, I'm not take it because now on a business plan. She said, then do a business plan now. I'm sorry, I'm think about it. Mr. Biggs turned to me and said to me, him no have no receipt to give to me. So he will screenshot the receipt when he go home and then him WhatsApp it to me. I said, okay. John said to me, the money when I give to Biggs, we'll take the place and just make up the money and give him everything in one. I said, well, I will think about that. Anyway, Biggs gone. I went home. I then check an account and I get a business plan done for $20,000. Anyway, I said, okay. I called John and I said I got my business plan done and how much money we can make for the year after we check out everything and so forth and paying workers and pay ourselves and buying stock and so forth. So John said, okay, I'm coming down. When John come down, because all John come to Jamaica, people think say John have money. Right? When John come down on a body pass. Every time John come to Jamaica, body pass she come on. It's our father had to give John money when John come to Jamaica. What John depend upon in Jamaica is the rent money that collecting the $95,000. Right? So people will see we and we driving car and them not know what is going on. John used my record label and register business in Florida, Chappy Records, and get credit card and get debit card from Chase Bank and credit card from American Bank and American debit card, right? And Chase Bank credit card and checkbook. Yeah. So people don't know what's going on. So when people attack say Joan have money and Joan thinks them stop them fucking mouth. Because them don't know nothing. Because they will pay for what they do eat. right? Anyway, it happened as Joan come down. When Joan come down, we we went to Spanish Town. We call Biggs and Biggs, alright. Meet him over Signum over the Palmville line. So we went over there. And when we went there, I said, Biggs, on a ready to take the place now? I say, not me, Joan. So him said to me, say, at the tour we are taking. That's how Joan said, the tour we taking the place. I say the most thing me interested in I must stay true me I keep. So I say Big say, but they turn out together and just take the place and done. Anyway, him said to Joan, how much you intend to pay for the property? And Joan said, I call a deal with it. So I said, why me? She said, you are the man. Right? So anyway, I turned to him and I said to him, I'll give you $360,000 per year. Him Big take out him phone and call him daughter named Nadia. Call Natalie Williams. Put him phone on speaker. The girl come on the phone and the girl said, how much I decide to pay? Because after Big said that the people in here ready to take the place. Him said to her, said they're willing to pay $360,000. She said, no, that didn't rent the place, no lease the place with that. Yeah, but they make it stay there. So Big said to me, said, make him an next offer. So I'm sorry, I will give $480,000. Him said, okay, and tell the girl. And the girl said, that's alright. Anyway, the Monday morning we were supposed to meet in Portland, link up in Portland to do the business, right, at the business place. I and Joan went to the Jamaica National Bank in Tree, and I draw the money out. Remember, Joan had an account at Jamaica, Joan can't pull the money because Joan don't have the money to do no business. I pull the money out, yeah, and if the court want all of these receipts, I can go to the bank. The bank can tell the time much money I pull out, right? I pull the money out and I take it in a scanner bag. We went to Portland. When we went to Portland, we one day I can't see Biggs come, so we went back to Kingston. When we were in Kingston, I called Biggs on his phone and I said, Mr. Biggs, where are you? He said to me, say, you know, some of the Spanish Town road are coming out with some fishermen them. Because the reason why I just come now because I was busy. So I couldn't get to come to Portland. And I know I said, no. I said, where's that town? He said, where's the town? I said, we're on Orange Street. So it's alright. I'll let have the fishermen them where they can get the St. Thomas bus. Yeah. So, but the next 5 minutes time I reach down there. So I'm alright then. We'll meet at East Queen Street, right in front of my mother's. When we're walking around to East Queen Street, you see him park up behind a bus. And the man them are going at the bus with them. They have them jug on them something. So we actually go inside the van and he drive our footway and we drive to Crossroad and stop there by some petrol. So I know we're going to Barbican now. He took out the 2 contract and he handed them to Joan. And Joan handed one to me and I said, no, I'm not interested in this. Why this man choose to come in at night for we to do business? I don't trust this man. So anyway, you know, Joan said, read it now. And I said, no, I'm not reading it. So when we reach a Barbican and then turn and park up at the gate 21 Federal Road. Same time, a little argument come up between him and one next guy with Java Tunja. And I come out and I was there talking to the guy and the guy go away. And anyway, I get back in the vehicle. So I decided I wasn't signing. So I took the scanner bag out of the van with the money and go up in the house because there was no receipt there. So when you're up in the house, now when we're up in the house with the money, Joan come up there and take out the scanner bag with the money and carry it back down there and sign the contract. So when she signed the contract now, they never the receipt now. Joan I go do the receipt. Mr. Joan, you mad? Or you first send give the man a receipt. And the man supposed to write a receipt and give to you because this man can say you know rent nowhere. Yeah? Because of the fee and writing upon it. Anyway, it happened as him say I will come the next day where we can get the key. Went there next day, he no turn up. When he turn up, away in the evening, he turn up. Call the woman one side, talk to the woman. The woman decides that she's not leaving. Yeah? So we not get no key. Me have to lick off the door, lock them, and buy different lock and put them on it. That's how we get key. And also me have to get out the woman front of the place. Right? Brother Paul have an account with his name and my father's name in it. And my father took sick. My father has 3 strokes. I went to Brother Paul, and Brother Paul draw 7,700 US dollars and sent to my account. So I use that money now to start work on the business place. And I win like cash for like 4 times a day, 3 times a day, like $78,000 in each pot. Right? And sometimes $52,000 in a one pot. Yeah. So every day I will win cash pot. Like 3 times a day, 4 times a day. So I've been using all those money. And I went back and I draw about $2.5 million from one of my account again. And I spend the money. In the same time where I'm stage show coming up. I went to Clive place and I buy $80,000 Magnum and rum cream. I think it's was like $5 of rum cream and $5 of Magnum I buy. Something like that. And I bring them up. Anyway, when Joan came down, my sisters, it is a long story. It is a long story and I don't want to get there. It is a long story. Because everything was starting from there. And wish Inspector Harris know everything. Because when I was coming from Kingston, Inspector Harris called me on my phone. I was talking to me. I said I will come to the Mancini police station. When me and Joan went there, Inspector Harris said, look, your niece said that Joan owed them money because Joan tell him to come to the airport to pick her up and Joan didn't turn up and then want the money to pay the taxi man. So I said to Inspector Harris, I said, listen, any money we should pay and me have to pay it because Joan don't have no money. And I am not going to take my money and do no payment. So tell them to carry her to court because I am not going to pay no money. So Inspector Harris saying tell them already say them have to go sue her for the money. Right? So no money didn't pay. Right? Because of Maureen Cummins and in daughter when him Tash make mischief from me with Joan. Because all in mind telling that Joan has spending money in a Joan place and Joan have money. Right? Which they don't know so Joan have shit. Anyway, it happened last. The statue go on but it didn't work out. Because nobody didn't turn up at the stage show. So we didn't make no money. I had to go in my pocket to even pay people. Right? And it happened as Because right now I still even owe the stage and light man. I even owe Metro Media, right? Because I owe the stage man $60,000 same way. And I owe Metro Media $20,000 same way. Right? The artists then would turn up if they did want to pressure me. I would have still owe them same way because they turn up, because it wasn't their fault. Anyway, Jones said his stage show didn't work out. Jones said the money was spent. And for me alone, money spent. For our money in the night. So I said, but if we did make money, the money would have split between two of us. So because I didn't make the money now. Yeah. I am going to cut, long story short, what really took place on the 16th. Let me stop this